Oh, certainly.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi,
Hi,
Stephanie.
hi, everybody. Oh, sorry. Just I need to check my speaker. It's
I hear you perfect. So
okay.
the only thing I would suggest is to move your camera or whatever it is. So, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I I I don't know. I have something to share, and it's about feelings, or I don't know, feelings or emotions. And in the last few months, um, really often, or nearly every time when I met people I like or I love, family or friend, um, I feel deeply connected to them.
Mm,
And there's a lot of compassion. It's all the time. It's really touching.
mm,
And this feeling is so yeah, overwhelming. And and it seems there is no boundary at all between them and me.
mhm,
And yeah, I just want to share because I never had this before, and this
mm,
and it's really strong. And I
mm.
don't know, yeah, what to do.
Okay.
It's like a love flow, but really
Mm,
touching me inside in my heart.
mm,
And yeah.
yeah. I would say what's happening is natural. The more quiet your thinking becomes, the more boundaries disappear, and the more we feel everything.
Mm,
In many of us, there's an automatic not wanting to feel, wanting to get away from some of what we're feeling. And it's that automatic trying to not feel what we're feeling is what shows up as overwhelm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's an opportunity to very gently, with curiosity, just looking to see where something uh, goes, no, I don't want this. This is too much. Something in that direction. And just explore that movement. It's not wrong, it's not bad. It's just, we're not used to experience life without boundaries, without filters.
Mhm, mhm,
So it does take some getting used to.
mhm.
And what it brings into view is just starting to explore where something uh, wants to shut some of it out.
Mhm.
Usually it's automatic and usually it's unconscious. It's nothing we consciously do. But
Yeah,
that is what shows up as overwhelm.
yeah, and it's if it's sometimes in situation. Yesterday, I met my new boss, and he's really sensitive as well. So it's not, yeah, it's a situation who's not family like or friends like where I can
Mhm.
go through or show them, and yeah,
You know, again, I don't know if that's true.
yeah,
It's like, yes, there's a social norm that that's not supposed to be.
yeah,
But at this point, I don't think there's much choice for you.
no,
So,
yeah,
to the extent that it's clean, you're just naked and you're vulnerable and you're there. I think it'll be received in a different way than if somebody's trying to get attention for it or trying to, it's so you it's a it's a beautiful opportunity in my view.
Mm.
Not comfortable, I know. It's definitely out of our comfort zone.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's even because you all wish them well, or you feel so much.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Even my ex-husband, or it's just, I look at him and yes, it's just really, I feel so deeply connected, and
Yeah. 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 To take a moment just to let
yeah.
however these nervous systems interface,
Mm.
interact, let them just to let that flow. And just to gently notice it. You don't need to put words on it, but just allow it right now. There is no separation.
No.
Any separation is always only a fata Bagada. It's not real.
Yeah.
You're just feeling me as fully as your system is able to in this moment.
And there's so much love, and even the love is overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's not overwhelming. Maybe just tears come, but that's not overwhelming. It's just tears.
Mm.
Yeah. Is anything that this system has explored and is at ease with, the system is welcome to it. You can just download it. So, and it's just simple. It's not the doing. It's just there's a sense of safety here. There's knowing that I'm not doing anything. Don't want anything.
Yeah, but safety is not really. Yeah, I can really feel this safety in this. So yeah, I try, but
If there's any sense of not feeling safe, just speak what you notice.
sorry, just speak what I.
Notice.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's got quite a little bit. Mm. Yeah. And then the mind comes and asking, will it ever be like this? And then still there's some beauty in this. I can feel some beauty as well.
How do you sense the invitation that's coming through the system?
Sorry, no?
How do you sense the invitation that's coming through me and through the system?
Yeah, it's gratefulness. Gratefulness.
Mm.
Yeah. That I can be here with that. There's a room for this too. Yeah, really. So much gratefulness. And a connection as well, a really deep connection.
That you don't have to do anything for, yeah.
No, no,
Don't have to be any special way. Nothing.
no.
You know, you didn't really answer my question, you answered how your system responds to the invitation
Yeah,
coming through me.
yeah.
But how do you sense the invitation?
Mm.
Maybe you can put it in words, maybe you can, but just
Mm. I cannot really describe it because I don't know.
it's totally fine.
Mm. And it gets sweeter, a little sweeter. Yeah.
You know, what's amazing is we sit here on the other side of the world from each other, and a lot of times meeting deeper than we've met our most intimate partners. You know, this is just like thanks.
Thank you, Martha.
Mm. Good. Hey.
Hey, thank you to Stephanie. Thank you for your courage to speak from that.
Vulnerability.
Yeah, it's exactly what's my subject all these days since I'm in India now. So I'm grateful that I tend to switch the camera off and go away and try to um, hide when these sensations come up. So I was just trying to track actually what this is, this not allowing or wanting that it expresses fully, like it comes into like a, when the child was kind of too much for the parents or something was too much for society or for the boss or for whoever. And I feel it in my belly. It's like a just between solar plexus and belly is where I can track at the moment, like a not wanting it to just and then when we are like this, or when I reflect to myself, I see the beauty, the sweetness, the love while it is doing that, but to give it the permission, somehow this rejection gets in the way.
It's curious that I'd say many of us, our habit of focus is get a sense of ourselves from outside. It's like just a habit. It's like
It's like it can't survive. So it has to do with survival all the time. It's like,
yeah.
ooh,
Well, it's like trying to fit in, trying to do it right, all of that stuff. It's like it's somewhere along the line, and it can be from generations back. We learned that habit of because it's like especially for women. Women were burnt for just being alive. So, there's been a lot of energy to notice our environment and just to see how to fit in. But it's a remnant of a habit.
also the with the male, I'm seeing
Yeah.
also when I look at my father and his lineage, nobody cried in front of us.
Mm.
Perhaps the women would, but my mother never did actually either. So my
Mm.
father,
Mm.
being a soldier and all that, wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
And then meeting, I don't know if it kind of feels it can release easier between women for me.
Mm.
And I mean, when we are both alone, then it's really easy. But something is playing when yeah, so I'm really glad that we can
Yeah. Hey,
just
now,
bring, I
my
just thank you
feeling,
to the field, and
yeah,
I just see that this is, to me, so supportive at this
yeah.
point because it's hiding all the time. And actually, or in front of a group, when I'm holding the group, then it's also no problem. It just comes out with that. And I'm just trying to check where and how there are so many layers of where it's avoiding it. And actually, we're talking about this beauty of just this nakedness. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, is
Mhm.
it anything else than just?
No, it's just like recognizing the beauty of that nakedness and then watching the old conditioning, like probably in your father and your mother, to reference from outside. It's like, other people tell you how you're doing, not your own sense of self. But other people, when you doing your thing, that doesn't happen even.
No, no,
It's not,
doesn't.
it's like, because in that function, if there's a projection, it's seen. But when you just in everyday life, without the permission to say, hey, that's a projection, somehow we end up taking it in some funny way, somehow believing it.
Yeah,
Someone
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that distinction.
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm.
So it's subtleties of habits of attention, I would say, where attention just, instead of just resting here, it's busy with what looks like outside.
Yeah, but the more we can track it, I know for myself that it can.
Sure. Yeah.
And actually now while we're talking, I don't feel the overwhelm anymore. Usually I would. And
Cool.
so thank you to Stephanie. She already brought that part, and now can. Yeah. And breathe in a different way. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to the field.
Wow.
Hello, Isaac.
Wow.
Today, when I saw Stephanie cry, I also started crying. So this question arose in my mind. I mean, like crying is quite innocent, but I also saw how often I feel the negative emotions of other people, like fear or anger. And like last year, I registered so clearly that my body broke down because I like took on those negative emotions from people who were close.
Okay. I'm just going to say stop for a second. Let's look to see what it means when we say it took it on. Because to me, it's like the taking it on has to do with resistance. If there's no resistance, it just flows through.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few things there to look at. One is we talk about other people. To me, it just seems like it's all in the field. I don't know if it belongs to anybody. You know, you could say some nervous systems have been conditioned and traumatized, and so you feel it in when you're close to that nervous system, but really it's in the field, it's everywhere. So here we are. And our system has a habit of distracting itself, being, like, how could I say it? Being busy with nonsense so that it doesn't have to register and feel everything. But in fact, we actually feel everything.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So, because, again, I would say there's certain sensations that trigger an automatic resistance, like not wanting.
Mm.
So we hear, and if you feel the field of humanity at this moment, right now, most people are not happy at all. Most people are very scared, angry, afraid, stressed. That's going on. And so to the extent that we can feel all of that and still be peace, we function in a way that is actually an invitation, you could say, to something more beautiful. To the extent that our system doesn't like or wants to get away from or anything like that, what our system actually does is makes it stronger. Not consciously, unconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, there's a value in just very gently noticing where any resistance creeps in. Because here we are, this now is all we have, this is how it is, this is as God as it gets. And then something in our system wants it different in some ways.
Mm-hmm. Would you say that I see it now that, yeah, the fear, for example, or anger, I felt that it was another person's emotion, but it's actually, it's mine as well, because I also experience those emotions. So
Yeah,
it means that,
so we want to, somehow we've been taught or conditioned to project ownership.
yes,
Okay.
yes, that is,
So
Mhm.
yeah, so there's a bodying activity there, and we've been taught to say, this is my body. As if this body is separate from totality. As if, how could I say, it's just a habit, you could say, of how we've been taught, you know, mine, me, mine, my feelings, my thoughts. Who do they belong to, actually?
Yeah, I recognize that when I had some traumatizing, for example, situations, also I rejected the fear, the anger in me. Like, yeah, there was definitely resistance. So in the same way, it seems like when it was apparently coming from outside, from another person, my body also like got tense about it.
And usually that's not something we do. Usually that's just an automatic, unconscious movement, yeah.
Yeah. So I was observing spiritual masters and yourself included, and I never saw that the master starts crying when another person is crying. So it's just like
I
you
don't
are
know.
let it pass through.
No, not necessarily. There's a story that I love about Ramana that is one of my favorite stories about him. But this woman had lost her entire family in an accident, husband and kids, and she was devastated. And she could not find peace. She went to all the swamis in Tiruvannamalai. They all told her it's karma, this or that, you know, like nothing brought any rest to her. And she came into Ramana, and he looked at her and he just cried with her for more than half an hour. And when it was over, it was over. Something would come to peace. So, you know, to me, I don't think there's anything. And Popsy, man, he could get pissed off. You can't believe it. Like, he would scream. Man, it was like, so, you know,
Yeah,
I think
actually.
it's just an idea that you have. I don't know if it's true.
Mm. Yeah, there are many stories actually about spiritual masters when they got very angry. So maybe they just also, in a way, picked up those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, part of it is this thing of, it's funny, you know, we want to say a spiritual master. So what is the master? Is it the body? What exactly is the master?
Not just consciousness. But there is, I don't know if there's a misconception, at least before I was thinking that, okay, we are all consciousness and the master is consciousness, but I was thinking that a master is also like, he's supposed to hold that consciousness in the body as well, so that his emotional, psychological, and physical body does not get like upset, disturbed.
Okay,
That's
so
what I was thinking before.
That's been a thought.
Yes.
Okay. Cute thought.
Perfect master. And in learning to let it pass through, would you say that it's just watching all the tension in the body, like when something contracts, tenses up, and this is the only thing you can do, basically, just watch the tension?
Yeah, I mean, to speak it so simply, this moment is a sensation to us. Why I say that is because we perceive this moment through our senses. So this moment is sensation, you could say information. And in most of us, we don't even experience the sensation of now, because the sensation automatically gets interpreted. And so through our conditioning and through trauma, and so then we have a perception, which is really an interpretation. That's why a lot of times you hear this moment is a dream, because it's really an interpretation. The sensations of this moment we can't describe, because the nature of sensations is it's changing every second. But a perception is something when we think we know something, and it doesn't seem to change. It seems like, oh yeah, I know something, and it's the way it is, and it's just. So we haven't really been invited to be absolutely naked and realize we don't know. So what happens is, in that interpretation, and oftentimes then there's some automatic unconscious resistance, some wanting it to be different, some thinking that if I was different, if I got enlightened, if I got somewhere else, and then we're not here with this moment. We're really busy with some idea of, you read somewhere or heard from someone about enlightenment or something, and we're really seeking something other than this. And as long as there's a seeking, we're not here. We're not noticing what's always here. We're busy with ideas and concepts, and isn't it?
Yes.
But as long as we're searching, we're not here. So just to be here for even a moment, 1 millisecond, just here, stop. What you call me is information, the sensations appearing in who you are. I'm already inside of you. I'm already not separate from you. Other than what I have an intention to make it seem like I'm outside or I'm something. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you feel what you call me inside of you, inside of awareness, just to be that includes everything. What you call my sexuality, what you call patterns, everything. And that's really usually where it gets scary for us, because we're not used to being absolutely naked. and feeling each other fully. The love, the sexuality, the humanness, all of it. But just to really be present to that and to everything that's here. Not needing to get anywhere because it's all here. Everything is here. I can't give you anything because I am you. Isn't it? I'm already, you have everything. So. And it's either noticed or it's not noticed. It's either this projection of, you're outside and maybe I can get a little something from you. So it's false premise, yeah. It's not true.
Thank you very much. Jara. Hey, Jara.
Hey, Isaac.
Comes to my mind is to ask the question, what's you? What's not you? Like it's clear what we have at this moment is information. You're in the field of information, and you're not separate from the field, and we never have been and we never can be. But yet we can't describe it. And yet something in us tries to have an idea or an opinion of. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, it's when I'm sitting here, it's so clear that there's no separation or distinction, or I don't know, it's like the field of everything softness. Yeah. This body's been finding it hard to breathe. But it's so
in this moment, just find just whatever remnant of that difficulty to breathe is in the body at this moment. Let's just honor it and rest with it. Just sense it as cleanly and as it's resting. You can see as we're resting, it's like there's all kinds of things flashing through. You know, it's so weird. It's such a weird time. I mean, you know, we live in a time now where, you know, you get information through the internet and through all these news outlets, and they all, it's hard to know even what's real anymore. It's AI and thing. You know, it's like it's impossible. And that everything's wanting us to have an opinion or a position or, you know, something about everything. It's like Trump's a maniac. Oh no, he's a savior. He's totally taking on the cabal. I mean, it's like, well, I have no idea. Or Putin's an evil. And then you hear him talking and you go, what? Actually, he sounds quite reasonable. It's like so crazy. But we just, yeah, what do we know? But yet somehow, you know, it's like, oh, climate change, no climate change. It's a hoax. It's like people are cutting down the forests. I mean, just it's nuts. It's, oh, God, you can't imagine a weirder movie.
yeah, and is it a rerun?
That's what's so weird. We don't know. Eh? Yeah. And then, you know, like, oh, there's all these other intelligences or other species, space beings, or, you know, it's like, because it's like, it's clear that, I mean, to me at least, there's so much more than what's on the surface. It's like, there's been civilizations that we don't have a clue about, and how they managed to do some of the building that they did. And it's just, okay, I'm here. What do I know? I know nothing. You know, I'm just raving now a little bit. You know, we hear someone does something really horrific and then they have to spend years in prison or whatever it is. And we go, okay, yeah, I can understand that. But we don't see the bigger picture of what, you know, it's like flows of energy that have gone on, and then now it's taken this turn or that turn, or, you know, it's just like, it's, and we can say karma or whatever. And it's like, at the same time, the same intelligence is living every single one of us. It's what's so bizarre to me.
Finally, yeah. Yeah, that
So
it
what
wants
I'm
to
le-
create this.
yeah. So what for me, what it leaves me with is, okay, is it possible to meet this moment as unconditional love? I mean, I really don't have much else that I could say as any interest. Yeah. It's like I watch the mind when some aspect wanting to take a position or wanting to know something or wanting to.
Mm.
Just sitting here, just flow, okay, just flow. This information,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
I could call it love, I could, whatever, it's just like there's a way where it meets itself that actually feels good, and there's a way where it meets itself and it feels terrible. So bizarre.
Totally. I wanted to tell you that I ran I went to a festival and just happened in a way that I ran this workshop on understanding fascism.
Okay.
But really, really like it was just holding space for a sharing circle to go around. And then every second or third person got very activated. And then I would just invite that activation to, be honored, acknowledged, to take space, to feel it in the body, to maybe connect. And it just deepened in such an amazing way. And
Because that
everyone,
activation
it just
actually is
was like,
fascism.
huh.
That isn't it? Fascism is an activation, it seems to me. It's just like a complete
Mm.
it's definitely not unconditional love. I mean, I don't know how when activation happens in this system, man, it's so fascistic. It thinks it
Huh.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was beautiful not to, I was just inviting that not knowingness but just
That's
to be with
fantastic.
whatever it was
Yeah.
in that. And it wasn't like I was saying, this or that or anything. I wasn't saying anything. I was just holding that
Beautiful exploration.
invitation. And it was so
Beautiful
beautiful. Everyone
exploration.
loved it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it went so deep. People were crying, holding each other. And it was like just that, just to be together and speak the truth of our
Yeah.
experience or whatever it is. I don't know. But yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Jared. Ah, something.
Hello, Isaac.
Some-
Ooh.
Mm. Mm.
Mustafa.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Mustafa.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Isaac.
Mm.
I so deeply love sitting with you. Oh, whatever that I and you, yeah, language, just language.
Yeah. I,
Yeah.
I felt what you meant beyond the language.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. James.
Namaste, Isaac. Almost like the meetings get better and better.
Mm.
The world is getting more crazy, but the meetings are getting, I don't know, somehow more precious or something. Yeah, it's amazing. Don't need to understand. Don't need to understand. Stay.
Ah, Saturi.
Hello, beloved.
Hi, Saturi. Do you meet me outside of your body or inside awareness?
I think it's inside, but I can't find outside or inside. I when I'm meeting you, I can't separate you as a different entity. I it just meets by itself. It feels like I'm looking at myself.
Antje.
Yes.
Ah, Nita. Hi, Nita.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Mm, yeah.
So beautiful, these meetings. I'm really grateful for it.
Mm.
It's, yeah, so beautiful. We're also the same.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Thoughts are passing by, feelings.
Yeah, no problem.
I just
It's
want to, yeah, oh, sorry.
It's natural, you know. We just
Yeah,
until they, and you know, we just share without an agenda. So we just see. Like most of us are not used to meeting beyond personality, beyond uh, me and you.
it's also so natural. So,
It's so natural, absolutely so natural. I mean, then this unconditional quality that arises. It's just this flow. It's just I call it unconditional love, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
We need it in this crazy world
Mhm.
too.
Whether it's true or not, I saw on the internet a woman that's very experienced with astrology, and she was saying from today for I think the next 6 days, there's a bunch of stuff happening with the planets that is so rare. It really happens, and it's a huge download and a huge shift uh, in consciousness. So who knows? Let's see. We're in that period right now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
stay quiet.
Stay
then.
quiet. Stay quiet. And let it download into us, you know, whatever it wants to come through. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Mm.
And the field, of course.
Yes, of course. Annette. Hey, Annette.
Hey. I just love this wild side of you. How you spoke about the world, it really helped to realize that I feel it all.
Yeah.
And just knowing that makes me feel more quiet in a way. So
yeah. And that's our function, just being that quietness in the midst of all of that.
Mm.
It invites a different frequency. Yeah. Without any intention to change or fix anything, just rest.
Yeah. Because the resting is so lovely, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm. Thank you.
Thanks. Bas, thank you for hosting. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Love, peace, beauty.